holding. Personal injury law is designed to protect you if you or your property is injured or harmed due to someone else's act or failure to act. Bruno and Bruno trial lawyers are experienced in the areas of medical malpractice, maritime, wrongful death, class action, motor vehicle accidents, and many other personal actions. You will find Bruno and Bruno an exceptional legal team to represent you and pursue compensation for your loss. We are here to help you. Please hold a moment longer. We know you're holding patiently, so please don't think we've forgotten about you. The call is appreciated and it's very important to us. Thanks for waiting during this brief delay. If you or a loved one has been harmed by medical malpractice, you need Bruno and Bruno trial lawyers to represent you in the legal system and fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Such medical malpractice may include, but is not limited to, nursing home abuse and neglect, birth trauma, failure to diagnose cancer or other diseases, inappropriate or negligently performed surgery, and other medical problems. If you have any questions as to whether your situation might lend itself to such legal remedy, please tell us the details when we return to the line. We're here to help you. Okay, sir, I'm going to try to hurry because the phones will not stop ringing because there's a deadline.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming up in another claim. All right, it happened in Houston, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And like I said again, I can always call back because I'm really trying to get some personal information because
You just need clarification on if there is a possibility that your civil rights was violated through this claim, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give me your name.
John Noflin, Noflin.
I'm sorry, I'll just...
No problem, sweetheart, no problem.
Start over?
You a woman, I gotta take my time for you. All right, it's John, John,
Okay.
and then Noflin.
Okay.
Then Noflin, N as in Nancy, O as in ostrich, F as in Frank, L as in Larry, I as in Indigo, N as in Nancy.
Okay. And give me a contact number.
832-208-1498.
Do you know the name of the company?
Okay, it was
I said.
it was Houston Harris County Ambulance Houston Harris County Fire Department Ambulance Service.
And what occurred that they had to come to your need?
Okay, I called 911 because I had 102 fever, an irregular heartbeat. I was sweating like a runaway slave, and I thought I was dying from a heart attack. And I called 911, and I had already, prior to this, had problems with paramedics in the way that they was treating me because they felt like I should clean myself up before calling 911. When this particular time I defecated on myself was because that's how afraid I got in my colostomy bag bust. And for them to even say that'll make me feel bad was harsh. So I reported these things, and I reported at least 3 to 4 times what had happened to me inside of the ambulance. So after I reported it, the next time I had called the ambulance, when they came to get me, they treated me bad in front of my provider and everything. And when they got me inside the ambulance, I decided that I wasn't speaking to them no more. So when he asked me for my identification, I just looked at him. And he asked me for the identification again, and I just looked at him. And then he stood up and he told the driver, stop the ambulance. And then they stopped the ambulance. He came back in there. He said, look here, I'm not playing with you. Do you want to go to jail? And then his other friend came in the back and they closed the door. And from there, everything basically went blank on me because I'm 126 pounds, man. And when they closed that door on me, I didn't know what was going to go on after that. So that investigation there, after they found out I had a tape of it, that investigation there stopped. It stopped after they found out that I had a tape, and they realized that I was illiterate and couldn't articulate everything that had happened, because I couldn't even much comprehend what had happened to me, because you wouldn't expect that in your wildest dreams to happen to you. So after they stopped the investigation, I had people come back and forth outside my window 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning trying to scare me. So then it happened again, August the 27th, to shut up all the complaining about everything. And I have both ordeals on tape. So why would I have the ordeals on tape if it wouldn't have been happening to me in the first place, man? So once the mayor here in Houston got involved, everything came to a complete stop. And I was told that Houston, Texas would never be that place, would have a black eye on it, where a handicapped man went through that type of ordeal in an ambulance. Because like I said, my civil rights were violated when the ambulance stopped. Because everybody have a right to call 911 for medical attention. And when that ambulance stopped, man, my medical attention stopped. And I didn't know all that there at the beginning. I was so illiterate. When you hear, when anybody hear all the, I got over 1,015 hours of everything that done happened, of audio and video, everything that done happened to me since this happened, to the point where me calling up Mama Lena Healthcare trying to get psychiatry and never getting the psychiatry I needed, because most of the people that was calling me back was telling me that they didn't take Melina. And Melina not now time called me up, ma'am, to see if I got that psychiatry that I was trying to get. I just not got the psychiatry that I was trying to get 2 months ago, sweetheart. But now the Most High done put me together to be able to articulate this shit to you and let you know, and anybody else know, that my life was in danger when they recklessly put it in danger when they stopped the ambulance, and my civil rights were violated when they stopped the ambulance, because everybody got the right to call 911 for medical attention, and my moral rights was violated when they cruelly and unusually punished me by stopping my medical attention when they stopped that ambulance to call themselves, scaring me to give them the information that I gave them because I was scared. And like I said, ma'am, I got all of it on tape.
Well, what I'm going to do, all the information that you just provided, I'm going to email this to the attorney so they can review it, and
no problem, sweet. Look,
should be back in.
Yes, ma'am. I'm like this here, ma'am, and this to me carefully. This happened to me March the 5th, 2013, and I was told then that my word wouldn't stand water even with the tape. I was so illiterate then, ma'am. I wasn't understanding none of the threatening stuff that was happening to me at all. But for no one to come and help me.
It happened in 2013.
Thank you, and that's what I'm saying. I understand that too. Look, I understand that, to understand that too. But all I want, this is all I want. All I want is a little information. That's all. Because when I go back in front of City Hall representatives again, I want to be able to do this here and be right on with I'm on, because I'm going through this by myself. I don't need no attorney, sweetheart, because when I needed one, no one came to my rescue, because they knew that I was just that illiterate and couldn't stand up to any type of questions or anything of that nature, because I was illiterate. But now I am not illiterate. The Most High done taught me how to read, write, everything that I need to fight this thing myself.
Exactly.
Because it rocks this plane, ma'am. No one cared, because it wasn't someone they love, someone they know, or themselves. But I'm here to tell you, ma'am, why not care if it isn't you? Because it don't just end with me, it begins with me. And if it were to happen to you, you would want me to care too. And I just want the world to know one thing. We all come from the same Adam. So you don't treat different people different ways because of their color or because of any of those things. And that is the reason why I'm on this as strong as I could be on this here. Because if I would have died, ma'am, you know, like I know, people die every second of a day not getting to the hospital in time. If I would have flatlined after those guys had to tell me 3 times they needed me to calm down because I was just that scared, How could I be calm if the ambulance that's supposed to be getting me to the hospital is stopped? And I have two grown men weighing over 500 pounds combined and standing over me, a handicapped man that can't stand up for himself because I've been paralyzed since a car accident in 98. And I couldn't stand up and get out of that situation. No how, no way. I had to go through that situation, man. And for nothing to happen to these guys that did me that, for me to end up getting it done to me again by 4 more paramedics, different paramedics, and they told me I need to shut up all the goddamn complaining and all the bad things that they told me on that second trip, and nobody. So I know what the conspiracy is. The conspiracy is the mayor stopped this. Because I'm going to be the first person that was ever in an ambulance and it stopped on purpose. Not because of no type of on police, no type of on accident. Because 2 racist white paramedics felt like they can treat me like I was some kind of convict, or just that I was a black man in an ambulance and I was handicapped and I didn't matter because nobody cared about me mattering. And I can say that nobody cared, sweetheart, because think about it. This happened in 2013, and here it is, 2015. And now I've been trying to get in touch with the Investigative Terms Affairs on the second time that it happened, so I can get them to give me the invoice of my second tape on paper. They have not returned my phone call, and I didn't call to them for the last 2 months, man. So I'm like this. I don't need no lawyer. I just need some advice. That's it. Because me fighting this by myself without a lawyer, I'm better off. I'm better off because who can tell the truth of what happened to me now that I didn't die, to have someone else speak for me? I can speak for myself, and I can tell you how I died and when I died, because I did die that day because something in me left me. I am not that happy person that I used to be because of that day in time that they changed my life. And I had nervous breakdowns and everything. I woke up one morning in my vomit, man, because I had took overdose in my medication, because everything got just that confusing to the point where I thought I didn't take my medication because I was too busy thinking that I should kill the mayor of Houston, Texas. And that's one thing, I am never no band to harm no woman, because a woman is the best thing on earth. We ain't shit. Y'all are everything, because y'all can do something we can never do. Y'all can bring life into this world. All we can do is donate to it. So I'm just here to say one thing to you, baby girl. Hey, I'm just doing this for people that probably couldn't have went through what I went through and died in that situation, because this wasn't them guys' first rodeo when they did me what they did me, because they did it so easily, and that was inhumane what they did me. And when I explain it to people, they sit there and they say, "Are you serious?" Because they can't believe it. But I got it all on tape so you can see it. But I thank you for listening to me, sweetheart. And you have a
I'll get all this information and I'll send it to them.
And I love you for it, and you have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. Because I told you, I'm going to always be okay. Because the Most High already told me. She told me, she said, "John, everything that you done went through from being born with a hole in the heart, with a hole in your heart, and that heart murmur wasn't supposed to live past 5. Here you are, 46 and still alive. Done been in car wrecks, been kidnapped, been everything that could possibly happen to you for you to die. But I got something planned for you." And you see what she got planned for me, man. Because look how strong I am on all of this here, when all I was doing was crying every day after this happened. Crying because I was saying, I'm telling the truth. Why is people treating me like I'm lying? But thank you. And what's your name again?
Not a problem.
So, you gonna be in my prayers, because I'm like this here. You don't do a human being like this. And especially, I feel like I was one of the undesirable, sweetheart. I felt like what am I holding on for? That's how I felt. That's how I felt, sweetheart. What am I holding on for? When all this happened to me, that's how I felt, because I lost my mama in between all that. So you know that the Most High had to put me together, because I was all broken up. She put me together like a $6 million man. To let you know this, sweetheart, you are God's gift to man. Man just don't cherish his gift like he's supposed to. And I thank you.
All right, sir.
I'm looking forward to that phone call, sweetheart. Thank you.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Bye-bye.